Alright, y'all, welcome back to the channel. We got another video here by my guy Coach Greg. Coach Greg is a really good guy. He makes some good content, man. He's been killing it recently. So y'all go follow Coach Greg. He's making a video recently on Sweeney about her recent movie that flopped badly. It's flopping badly right now, I won't lie. But I think it's flopping because they didn't promote it properly. And it's also a biopic about someone that people don't really know. So this is about her gaining a lot of weight for that specific role. She says she gained like 35 pounds of muscle or something, which is that's not true. But let's get into it.
Like, if she was able to put on 22 pounds of muscle in 3 months, if she continued to train like 3 more months and then 3 more after that in like 3 years, she would probably end up putting on 80 pounds of muscle.
Sydney Sweeney, Casper King.
Sydney Sweeney gained her entire lifetime of gains in 3 months.
Let's go, Coach.
Coach Greg, in today's video, Sydney Sweeney added 35 pounds of muscle for a boxing movie role.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
There's no way, bro. If you actually worked out and you've actually bulked up before and cut, like you actually know fitness, you know that to put on 35 pounds of muscle is absolutely, you would look ridiculous. Like compared to, it's like people don't understand. Like I saw someone on my Facebook the other day. This nigga said he gained 10 pounds of muscle in a week. And I'm just like, bro, like people don't understand how much 10 pounds of muscle really is. How much 35 pounds of muscle is. They think, oh, they go to the scale and they see that they're up 10 pounds and they think that's 10 pounds of muscle. No, that's not how it works.
No, she didn't. I am sick and tired of all the lies. Why does Hollywood keep doing this to us? 35 pounds of muscle in 3 turkey months. What is up with all the lies? Are they now doing this on purpose?
It's like they think we're stupid.
Chicken, broccoli, and rice,
which most people are, but like, because most people don't even work out. Most people don't even know fitness like that.
Person, you know, people who don't watch Coach Greg, they're not watching Coach Greg and chill, that they actually are starting to believe this, that all you need to do is up the protein, go to the gym, and well, you're gonna get jacked. That it's that easy. Even with trenbolone sandwiches, you're not going to put on 35 pounds in 3 months. I mean,
no,
this is
it's going to take a while, bro.
She started about 100
it's going to take a while.
pounds. 35 pounds of muscle would be the difference between somebody who's never set foot in the gym and somebody who's competing at the Miss Olympia Championship. 35 pounds on a woman is a lot. It would be like 70 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, that too. She's a woman. Like, bro, she would look ridiculous. Like, when I say ridiculous, I mean like big, like, because even with like he said, even with roids, like 35 pounds of muscle with roids, that would take at least 8 months, 8 to 9 months with roids, and that's talking about using a lot of roids. Cause bro, 30 pounds of muscle, I'm telling you, you look completely different.
On a man, and so most women, i.e., 99% of females, will never put on 35 pounds of muscle in their entire lifetimes, even with steroids.
Right.
So how is Sydney doing it in 3 freaking months? Sydney's 2-month training.
That's why I said 8 months max. 8 to 12 months with the most crazy shit. Like I'm talking about like a Liver King cycle. Like you got to be using every steroid in the book.
It's only 2 months. 3 of the months were bulking on protein and 2 months of training. And so think about how ridiculous this is. This is about 15 pounds of muscle per month. Half a pound of muscle a day.
That's insane.
Struggling to gain half a pound of muscle a month. She's out there doing it in a day. And so what did she do? Well, let's see. Let's copy her program. 1 hour of weight training in the morning. That's fine. It makes sense. I can see that. 1 hour of working out. Next, 3 hours of boxing. How many of you think that doing 3 hours of boxing is going to help you to put on more muscle? Boxing is mostly cardio.
It's conditioning, man.
It's going to make
endurance.
It's going to burn off a tremendous amount of calories. And so if they had said she lost 35 pounds in 3 months because she was training so much. That would have made more sense. If somebody started at 200 pounds and 3 months later, they're down 35 pounds from doing an hour of weights and 3 hours of cardio, I would believe it. And she's not even done there, guys. 1 hour of weight training in the evening. How many of you think that that is necessary? You have a newbie lifter. Hey, I want to get in shape. What am I going to do? Well,
Bro, and on top of that, for her to gain, so on top of that, for her to gain weight too, when she's doing all of this training in a day, she's gonna have to eat hot, bro. She's gonna have to be in a ridiculous surplus. So what are we talking about?
An hour with weights. Then we're gonna do 3 hours of boxing, and then we're gonna go and do another hour of lifting weights because the first hour it wasn't enough. This is severe overtraining, and so because of that, you know that Sydney Sweeney is on performance-enhancing drugs. These famous actors are 100%.
Yo, you heard it here first. You heard it here first from Coach Greg. Sydney Sweeney's on PEDs.
Natural. As soon as you see her put on 35 pounds of muscle in 3 months, you have to assume she's on abusive doses of performance.
Truth bomb.
Steroids,
oh
peptides,
shit.
growth hormone, insulin, everything. You're expecting to see an incredible transformation. Perhaps she's shaving, losing her hair. She's going to have a puffy face. She's going to have severe side effects. But when I see the after...
And yeah, look at the difference. You look at the difference here. Like, it doesn't even look like it looks like it was mostly fat, which it obviously was mostly fat. Unless, like, I mean, some of it could be muscle. But it's like, yo, if you don't know, you don't know. Like, and she knows that most people probably don't know. Same as Hollywood, they know that the average person doesn't know, so they'll say stupid shit like this. They'll just say stupid stuff like this, like, yeah, I put on 35 pounds of muscle in 3 months, 2 months. Like, what? You expect me just to believe that? I bulked up before. I've lost weight before. Like, I've been working out since I was like 15. Like, I know what this. Come on, bro.
All I see is a girl who ate a little bit more cheesecake. I don't see a
Thank
woman
you.
who's abused incredible amounts of...
It just looks like she did a dirty bulk.
I see a girl who started eating
Like,
a calorie surplus, and that's it. If
yes.
you start training 5 hours a day. Remember, I'm an IFBB pro. I've trained my entire life, and I'm fit. If I made a video right now, and I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a 90-day transformation. I'm going to hop back on. I'm doing test, trend, everything under the sun. I am going to get jacked. I don't care about my health. And in 90 days from now, I'm going to put on 35 pounds of muscle. Does anyone think I could do it? I'm 192 pounds now. I'd have to get up to 227 pounds. At my biggest in my life, abusing steroids for 10 straight years, I got to 232 pounds.
Shit.
It's that easy to simply put on 35 pounds. And remember, I'm a hyper responder. I easily put on muscle, and I am on Turk Platinum. If I can't get that heavy that quickly, how could she, a woman with far lower levels of testosterone? And even if I could, do you think I would do 1 hour of weightlifting in the morning, followed by 3 hours of cardio, boxing, Muay Thai, whatever, bike riding, and then another hour of lifting weights after that? If I did that, do you think I could recover? Now, add to that...
Like, what are we talking about here? Like, we got to keep it real. No one's believing this. Like, no one's going to believe this. You got to keep it real. You know? I don't know what she thinks this is, but...
Well, being natural. You train for an hour, your muscles are sore, and guess what? When you grow when you're not training, when you're resting. When am I resting? I'm doing 3 hours of cardio after that, and then I have to drag my ass into the gym again and do some more bicep curls yet again. More bench presses after boxing all day. This is ridiculous, and so we know that they are absolutely lying. Sydney Sweeney says that she added 35 pounds of muscle for her role in Christie by continually pounding more and more protein shakes. I mean, I don't know what I mean. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's bad enough when Wolverine says chicken, broccoli, and rice in 4 hours of work. At least he's a man. It's something.
Yo, we know. If you know, you know. These actors, I don't get it, bro. And I think it's also because, you know, if they tell you that, you know, they're on steroids or they're on PEDs, I guess it's kind of like a hit to their hard work, you know. It's kind of like, okay, you know, like imagine Chris Hemsworth told you he was on PEDs, right? Imagine Chris Hemsworth told you he was on PEDs in that Thor movie. I think it was Thor 4 or whatever, when he looked fucking ridiculous. Like, he's always looked ridiculous, but in Thor 4 it was ridiculous, right? So imagine, like, he tells y'all, like, he's on PEDs. Like, he probably won't get the recognition for his body as much as he would if he just says that he's eating chicken and broccoli and rice and drinking protein shakes and working out 2 times a day. Like, it's crazy work, bro.
What believable to people who are very gullible? Perhaps 5% of the population are so stupid to think that guys are gaining this much muscle by just bulking up on chicken, broccoli, and rice 6,000 times a day, 4-hour workouts, 2 a day. But does anyone think that a dainty female is adding 35 pounds of muscle by having extra protein shakes?
I mean, neurodivergents are believing it. Neurodivergents are believing it, you know.
This or the truth, she should start a new business. Getting sexy with Sydney Sweeney. And this is all you have to do. You have protein shakes. You know, not chicken, broccoli, and rice. It's the shakes. Protein in liquid form, it's more bioavailable, and so you put on a ton of muscle. And in 2 months, maybe 3, you're going to put on more muscle than 99% of women put on in their entire lives.
Yeah.
I mean, she would make even more money. Every single
It's crazy, bro. Just sell that lie.
At the Olympia this year, hire Sydney Sweeney. You have an extra protein shake or 2 a day, you're up 20 pounds of muscle. It's easy. It's not. Greg O'Gallagher chimes in. 35 pounds of weight.
Thank you.
It isn't even 35 pounds of weight.
Yeah.
She didn't gain 35 pounds.
It looks like she gained like 10.
It's not easy to gain 35 pounds of fat in 3 months.
Yeah, bro. Bro, I'm telling you.
1,360 calorie surplus every single day.
I'm telling you. Because I gained... It took me 2 years to gain like 30 pounds, I think. Yeah, it took me about 2 years to gain 30 pounds. 2 years! And she's talking about she gained 35 pounds of muscle in 3 months. It would be hard to gain 35 pounds of weight in 3 months alone. And she's talking about muscle. Like, what are we talking about here? Like,
For 90 days to gain that much weight in 3 months. That's perhaps almost double the calories that you would have been eating before going on this bulking diet.
Like I said, it took me 2 years to gain 30 pounds. 30 pounds. And I was dirty bulking. I was dirty bulking, you know? And that took me 2 years.
When you eat a lot of food, a lot of that is not actually going to turn to fat. She's doing what? 3 hours of boxing and 2 hours lifting weights every single day? 5 hours? How many calories do you think she's burning during those workouts?
That's what I said.
Even if she's hardly trying at all. Let's say she's half.
Like, do you know how much calories you burn from boxing alone for 3 hours? Are you kidding me? Do you know the type of endurance drills that boxers do? Like, you're running, you're jump roping, you're doing all of this shit. Like, if you know, you know. You throw a couple jabs in boxing, you know what I mean? Throw a couple of punches. You throw a couple heavy punches in on a bag, that will wind you out. And she's talking about she's doing boxing training for 3 hours a day, on top of training twice, on top of training weight twice a day. She's working out 3 times a day. Like, imagine how much calories she's burning a day on top of she's in a surplus, so she's gaining weight. So she has to make up for all of that she's burning already. Like, I don't know. Only an idiot would believe this shit. Like, only somebody who's not in tune and actually knows like about this fitness shit would believe this retarded stuff. But you know, it is what it is, you know. That's how Hollywood goes. They just sell you dreams. It's like I said, that's the reason why The Rock won't tell you he's on steroids. That's the reason why Batista won't tell you that he was on steroids. That's why Chris Hemsworth won't tell you, Henry Cavill. The list goes on, you know, the list goes on. And there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I don't know why these guys, they just think that, you know, because they're not getting tested. It's not like they're in professional sports. It's not like they're in fucking, you know, it's not like they're fighting people, right? Like, you're an actor. Like, it's all for show. So who cares if you're on steroids? But it's like I said, I guess it's like a shot. I guess it's a shot to their ego, and I guess it's a shot to their hard work. You know, I don't know. You know, but some of them it's obvious that they're on steroids. You know, it's clear as day. But yeah, that's the video, man. Y'all go check out Coach Greg. Y'all can go finish the video. I don't want to spend too much time on this because it's done. It's everyone knows that this is cap. You know, everyone knows. I don't mind Sydney Sweeney even after what she did with that controversy and shit. I don't mind Sydney Sweeney, but this is cap. This is obvious cap. You know, like anybody can see. Well, not anybody. Like I said, neurodivergent people, idiots will believe this. But if you're actually tapped into the fitness game, you know that this is just yap. This is just yap, professional yap. But yeah, man, that's it for the video. Y'all go check out Coach Greg, and I'm out.